Good morning. I missed you yesterday, and um, not really all that ironically. The reason I missed was because I was doing a bit of parenting um, late into the night before, and I just put me behind schedule the yesterday morning, so I just couldn't fit this in. But we're back, and so here I am talking to you about don't wait for your future. What I mean by that is that if there's anything that is in your heart, find some way to get started on it, even in some small form. So I'll give you the example of where this is kind of coming from, why I'm thinking about it this morning. One of our kids, one of my sons, he always goes big. Like anything he's doing, he goes big. He loves, when he was a kid, like he would always pretend to be the bad guy in games just so that he could be in charge of himself instead of having somebody else telling him what to do. He likes to be in charge. He likes to be the one leading the way. He likes to be the one that's defeating the biggest, baddest bad guy. And, my kids have this game they play with some friends of theirs called Forbidden Heroes, and they make up these immense, massive characters in this game, in this story. And, and they're basically godlike creatures, like incredible powers, incredible, just, that's what I'm running out of words to describe these people. And apparently, this one son of mine said that he took on the biggest, baddest bad guy of them all and single-handedly defeated him. And all the rest of them are like, really? You couldn't possibly do that. None of us by ourselves have the power to do that. But that just shows you something of his personality, that he wants to do the big stuff. And so I sat him down yesterday, when he'd been kind of crossing some boundaries with some of his siblings and whatever, and I just sat him down and I said, I know that you have this thing in your heart that you want to make a big difference in the world. You want to make a big impact, leave a big mark. You want to take on the big things. And I think that's awesome. That is a gift God put inside of you that you want to do that. I said, but you're never going to just leap into taking on big things. You're going to have to learn to take on big things by first handling small things well. And so I said, start by handling our family well. Handle your relationships with your brothers and sister. Handle your relationships with us. Handle all of these things well. Handle honoring our words well. One drawback of doing these things in the mornings, I tend to yawn. But, handle your schoolwork well. Handle your responsibilities, your chores well. Handle all of those little things well. And it's going to teach you to be the kind of person who can handle the big things, who can be entrusted with the big things, who can take on the big things. And, you're not going to handle big things single-handedly. You're going to need a team around you. You're going to need to manage relationships. You're going to need to manage other jobs and things like that. And it all starts with these little things that we're doing right now. Handling the relationship of the person right across from you. You and them. Are you going to choose to treat them kindly when they're not treating you kindly? Are you going to choose to serve them whether or not they're serving you? Are you going to choose to be yourself, which, this is something we tell them all the time. You are a prince, you are a princess, you are a superhero, you are called by God to be his image to them. You are created to show them love. You're created to serve them. You're created for all of these things. And regardless of how they treat you, don't let how they treat you change the way you live, because how they treat you doesn't change who you are. And so always treat others out of who you are, not out of how they're treating you. And that's a whole lesson for another day. But will any of us manage that well in the small things, in the small relationships, in in just relationships with our family and our siblings and our sons, our daughters, our spouses? Will we manage the little things well? When we don't feel like it, when we don't want to, when we're hurt, when we're angry, when we're upset, when we're depressed, when we're, whatever it is that's making us not at our best, when our strength is low, are we gonna tap out, turn into somebody that we're actually not, and give in to doing the things that just aren't who we are? So that is how we take on our future. It's how we don't wait for our future to just magically appear for us someday, because that's not going to happen. Your future that you're dreaming about is not just going to, all of a sudden come in a magic lottery ticket. Not very likely that that's going to happen anyway. You're not going to likely have some daddy Warbucks just come and adopt you into a brand new lifestyle. That was a little Orphan Annie reference for those who didn't catch that. But, chances are good that's not going to happen. What is going to happen for you to get to your future is starting to act like that future is here right now. So if you are dreaming about being a leader of nations or a major industry leader, but right now you are working as a janitor, clean those toilets like you own them. Clean that bathroom like you are the owner of the company, and you are taking pride in your work, and you're doing your darndest to do an awesome job. Manage what you have now, and show yourself faithful with it so that you can be trusted with more. That's how we get there. And might not be the most encouraging word on the surface of this one, but actually, this is encouraging, because there's always hope in this, that you're not waiting on somebody else. You're not waiting on some outside force to make your future happen. It's actually in your hands. It's actually in your hands. You just need to be yourself. Own those relationships. Do your thing. Keep on kindness. Keep on love. Keep on honor. All of those things. You're going to get there. And it's going to be good. So I'm cheering you on. I'm right there with you. The good days and the bad. So bless you guys. And have an awesome Thursday. I think it's Thursday today. Hey, real quick plug tonight in Belle Plaine. If you are anywhere in the area, we're doing an awesome worship and encounter night at Presence Church. We do it every fourth Thursday of the month, and God's there, for real. We've got teams. If you need physical healing, we'll pray for you. We've seen miracles happen. If you want to hear an encouraging word from the Lord, we've got some teams to just ask the Lord what He wants to say to you and give you encouraging words. Often leaves people in tears because of just the depth of words that God gives us. And that'll just be an amazing atmosphere. God will be there. And you can come and go as you please. 6:30 to 8 p.m. tonight at Presence Church. You can look us up online, www.ipresencechurch, or on our Facebook page. You can look up Presence Church on Facebook and get the details there. So bless you guys. And have an awesome day. We'll talk to you tomorrow.